People always say, I don't really care.
But sometimes our actions quietly say something different.
Maybe we all care more than we admit.
And maybe there is nothing wrong with that.
Together for life, I'ma make it rain. Watch me while I take my aim. Tell me what you gotta say. Let me hear you say it. Hey, put your hands in
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Together for Life. I am Ola.
And I am Abi.
Okay, so today we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic. So this is the one every woman shy away from discussing, and we're about to break the table today, right, Abi?
I want us to break it completely.
So today we're talking about things women pretend they don't care about, but they actually do. Like things happen, they get home and they like play it over and you don't know about that. And that's what I mean that we're breaking the table today. We're going to be bringing the teas and discussing this topic. And today we have a lovely guest with us, Sheena.
Hello.
Sheena is a florist and visual merchandiser, and she's going to give us some teas as well. So we're going to have some girly gist here, and we're just here to have some fun.
Yes. So going into the episode, I know we always act like we don't care, but hey, we're just human. And as women, we try to always form be strong. So Sheena, are you ready to break table?
I'm ready.
Okay, wait. On a scale of 1 to 10, how ready are you?
I would say 8.
Ooh, she's ready.
So she's on 8, we'll have the 2.
You came with all the energy for both of us, so we don't really have enough to do today. I'm just going to let that lead.
That's interesting.
Okay, since you say you're ready, before we actually dive into what we'll be discussing today, let's do something fun.
Yeah.
Say one thing you don't care or you care about, but you act like you don't care about.
Well, I would say maybe self-care.
Okay.
Self-care. I would say more recently I've made self-care a priority in my routine because I'm a mom of 3 kids. So that's a so that's a handful. So you do self-care is very important. I used to brush it off, but now it's a priority in my routine.
Okay.
Yes.
So what about you, Abby?
Oh my God. I feel like personally I've got to the point where I try not to care about a lot of things, but as humans we still have things we care about. Something very flimsy, but when we take pictures, does that ever happen to you that you take a picture and you're looking at the picture but you're not seeing any other person in the picture, you're just seeing
yourself,
just me. So sometimes I'm like, oh, it's okay, but I really care how I look like in that picture. I see only myself.
It has to be a criteria. If you're going to be my friend, I will take a good picture.
Yes.
You dare not post a picture of that.
Make sure both of you are looking great. Yes.
I think that's supposed to be like a girl code, But I tell you what, since we're breaking the table today, you know that doesn't happen every time. Because everybody's like looking out for themselves.
And then you put the pictures like,
So if you have a friend who actually looks out for you, when they take a good picture, like everybody has to look
in, right?
Then that's a good one.
That's a good one,
They're not selfish, they're looking out for everybody.
Yeah.
But
I know the ones, I know some of my friends that they just, as long as they're good, everybody, it doesn't matter.
And the funniest thing is, I love the way we're pointing fingers right now. I think it's good to actually look at it that way. It look like some people are like that. I have been one of those people as well. I bet everyone, because we come with that perspective of looking at you first. How do I look?
How do I look?
Yeah. So
how about you, Ola?
For me, so I would say so many things, but then again, it would be more like just being intentional, about maybe the kind of relationship we have. When you know in your mind you're going 100%, and are you getting that back?
Right.
So if I have a relationship like that and that kind of thing happen, you may think I don't care, but those are the kind of things I look into, you know, do you get what I mean? Like,
As it should be.
So when you say you may look like you don't care, like you don't, call out the person, you just act like you wave it off.
So that's very interesting.
Yeah.
You know, calling out people is almost like you're writing thesis these days, because emotional intelligence is supposed to be like a curse, like a kind of study, that people, have to like train themselves in every day. From personal experience, calling out people on where they fall short has really, really like hit me back, more like a wrecking ball. When you kind of like tell somebody, this is how I want to be loved, or this is how and they see it as, they go defensive instead of actually. And I feel if somebody actually comes to me and say, I want you to love me this way, I want you to, this is the kind of friend I want, I'm like, because you have to put somebody on a very high pedestal to actually.
So that's why I asked you that question, because I've gotten to the point in my life where with the relationships I have, the ones I'm intentional about. If it's like I'm not intentional, like there's no point.
Don't really care.
Right? But if it's something like a relationship I'm really intentional about, I after a conversation where you're like, oh, I feel like, or just to let you know where I stand, and then how you react from there makes me know how much intentionality I continue putting into that.
Right. Personal experience. I have been in that situation, and just because of the way that I had put this person in my life, when you have a kind of friend that you're praying for your family member and they come next. You're planning vacation, they come next. It's more like you want to do something, but you're putting them into consideration before you. A friendship has gone past that, and you're able to actually say, oh, okay, I've been this way because I wanted to be loved this way. I wanted to, and they just didn't get it. And trust me, it's not like you're holding me against everybody. I think my emotional intelligence has gotten to a stage where, not like I'm making excuses for people, but I kind of try to see from their angle. But I didn't get the understanding that I thought I was gonna get by putting that out. Just a moment, because I put that out, and then it was literally all my vices started coming out. Like, oh, well, all the things I have about you, you're arrogant. You think you're not everybody.
So it was good you did that, because if you didn't do that, that wouldn't come, and then you're putting all your energy in the wrong place.
But in a way, it kind of then makes you want to take a step back, because you don't want to lose all your friends sometimes. And I want to have your take on this one, because I regretted having that conversation.
Well, no,
because I'm just like, well, I wanted you to. This is how I see you, and this is how I want you to see me. But then again, I'm not regretting that, because I actually saw how that person saw me. You're dining with the enemy. You have all these vices about me, and you're still.
I think a lot of times we expect ourselves out of other people. We expect them to behave the way that we would, or think the way that we would, and then we get disappointed when they don't respond the way that you expect, right? And I think it's a good thing that you approach it in that way, because then you see the genuine them, and the true side of them, right? So
it was just
that's interesting. You know what? We need to have this convo after this. I'm interested in
that. Okay. I think you already mentioned, I was actually going to ask if you have, like a story or like anything genuinely that, you feel like you act like you don't care about, but you actually do. Do you have like any, aside what you just mentioned?
I would say, so coming from a Caribbean woman, because I'm from the Caribbean, I'm from Antigua, and I would say also in Caribbean culture and African culture that women, when it comes to house cleaning, I think we would say we don't care, but I genuinely would care for paid housekeeping services.
That's the line.
Yes, because and in the Caribbean culture, and I think it's relatable to African culture as well. There's a bit of a stigmatism behind of that. Like women, they need to take care of their own household. They need to do their cooking, their cleaning. But I think having paid housekeeping services is a plus.
Yeah.
Well, let me differ a bit there. It's a plus always, but I'm trying to get the stigmatization part out of it. I think in African culture, it's kind of like almost normal to kind of have paid help.
Paid help, yeah.
So it's even the Africans that are like living abroad that are actually, losing out on that part. So it's something we kind of do regularly.
Like in Africa, like back home, this is where we're suffering here. Like back home, you have some people even have more than one.
You have a cook,
I would say maybe then it's just Caribbean culture.
You have like the chauffeur, you have you have a homemaker, people who are just home managers and everything. Some people can afford them, and some people just have one person who kind of like helps, stuff at home and everything. But that's a good one. Yes, that's actually a good one. Yeah. So let's go into the topic of today. We have few ones. You're getting familiar with whatever. Like, let's loosen up. So we're gonna start with a topic that and this is from time immemorial, and a lot of people had actually carried that in today, and in short term, it's going to be like, what do you feel about looking younger?
I like that. I like this one.
Like looking younger, because women will say, age is just a number and all that, but we actually do see that, everybody just want to look pang, you want to look young. There have been times when the conversation about age, a lot of people don't want to talk about their age and everything. But hello, I'm all for it. I know how old I am. So if you tell me I look 10 years younger than I am, that's a compliment, right? Yeah. But these are conversations that, women pretend like they don't care about. They don't care about, but they actually do, So what do you think about that? Like effort women put into looking younger? Let's throw that in.
I think it's very important. Okay. Right? I would say there was a point in my life where I lost myself a bit. Right? I was I'm just into my career. I'm just a mom taking care of the home, running my business, and it's just I wasn't paying attention to myself, and I really was losing my style and my facade. So I'm like, I need to consider myself, and I did start putting more self-care into consideration, doing my hair, doing lashes, my nails, being intentional about my outfits, what I'm gonna put together, and it really helped me to start looking younger. I think it's very important.
It's important. Yeah. It's important. It's just funny. You know how you're getting ready and you're checking in the mirror like, is that a wrinkle?
No, but for me, I really like this part of the topic, because looking younger, I wouldn't say I don't like to act my age, but a lot of times when I go out, or when people see me and then they eventually go out, they're like, oh my god, you don't look your age, and I'm like, yay! That's nice. A lot of people say I don't look my age, but there was this day I went somewhere and like, oh, you should be about, the person got my age, maybe like 1 year older, and I'm like,
right.
And then, anyway, you eventually said, oh, because you're friends with this, that, so I just guess you did the same. So in my head, I'm like, okay, that's fair. But, I've always loved when people say, oh, you don't look your age, So, I do care when people say, I look younger. Yeah. Although, sometimes it's annoying, especially maybe when you're in situations where you need a little bit of respect because of your age, and then they just look at you and they treat you like the age they think you are because you look that way. So in my head, I'm like, I'm probably older than everybody here. Like, why you guys, So I think it has its good.
So naturally for me, it's not even the age thing. I don't take no BS from anybody. Forget it. So if you're thinking in your head, oh, she has to be this, you don't give me any BS. I'm coming for you. Like, I'm coming in hot.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about how we actually feel, you know, about, you know, how people actually perceive us if you look younger or you look older and everything. But what I actually even want us to talk about is the effort you're putting in, you know, like, especially when you're turning like 30s or like 40s.
40s, yeah.
And you're no longer like the size 8 or like the Coca-Cola bottle kind of like shape. And how does that like get to you and everything? I personally used to be like way skinny, you know, I'm skinnier, you know, but the diet is not dieting. Like the gym is not gymming.
Yeah, I remember when it used to be so easy to lose weight. Like, you know, you just stop eating for like a week and you're like,
The metabolism was
you're
fine.
like, I have a party next week and I'm not going to eat this week, so I fit into that dress. But now it's so hard. Like, you know, I'm intentional to go on walks. I'm intentional to not eat after a certain time because I don't have a bloated tummy. And, you know, even something as simple as sleeping early. Before I could stay all night and, you know, I'm watching the movie. I still try, but sometimes I'm like, oh no, I can't make it. I tell myself, I can't make it. And I go to bed early, which is so unlike me. So it just lets you know that, okay, you know, some things are changing. Lifestyle, but it's all boiling down to age.
Sheena, I'm going to ask you a question, and you as well. Have you ever maybe like made your hair like and hairstyle, makeup and stuff like that? You just felt it made you look older, and you hated it, and you're like, check this out.
Yes. Tell you what, just today when I was doing my hair, so you probably can't see, but I have a lot of gray hair.
You do?
Yeah, I do. A lot. And it didn't bother me for a long time, but persons kept commenting on it, and I'm like,
But in a good way or?
In a bad way.
I
know. And it didn't bother me before.
I'm able to pick on this seriously because when the guys have gray hair, it's like, oh, you look sexy, you look nice, you look mature.
Salt and pepper.
And then, you know, and then the women have their like, oh, you're looking old. Like, why?
Yes.
We need to change that stereotype.
But people, I think it's more of like women actually embracing it more, because if you're like in their face, you know, with that, they won't have a choice but to kind of like accept that. But based on what we're actually discussing right now, a lot of women don't even like that. You're like, oh, I have a strand, and take that out. And I've seen some people even without gray hair, they go in like with extensions of that color. I have actually wanted to actually do silver gray kind of like braids and all that before, but I think, not like I'm calling you out, but I think we have to get to a point where we start to embrace that, because, and then this is true to the conversation we're having, because she had a gray hair, but she had to put an effort into covering that up, coming here to this is so like a, you know, right example for that. But I mean, do what makes you feel good, actually. Whatever makes you feel good, because
right?
I mean, the confidence is from like within, right? So but yeah, I think there are so many other things, you know, that we could look into.
If we start, like, we probably will, this will be a very long episode. So let's just pick on the ones we've chosen for today.
Another one is the way people go into like editing pictures. Guilty. I'm guilty. No. Not like guilty in that way, but you want like a filter that flatters you, but you don't pick a filter that would flatter you to look older.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. So we may actually say that we're not like, and that's the thing. People do that because they act like, oh, I don't bother, but you actually do. That's why you're looking for sunshine and glow.
You have to look good for the camera, always.
Yeah, that's true though. But yeah, so we're good on that. Anybody has anything to say again?
No.
Okay. So another one that I would like us to discuss is, how do you feel about being chosen?
Oh.
And
But you know what? That's, even when you said being chosen, you're like, what does that mean? Let's bring that down for you. That's interesting one.
being chosen, that I mean, and it could be in your family, it could be in relationships you have, it could be romantic relationship, it could be friendship, you know, but just being chosen, it feels good. To actually, it feels good to know that someone chose you to be their life partner, someone chose you to be their friend, a good friend. When someone chooses you, you know. because you are going to be in their thoughts in every decision that they make. And I feel that is just a good feeling to know somebody is trying to make like a major decision and you come as part of that, you know what I mean? So we act like we don't care about these things, but we do. And that's why I'm actually bringing this up. Like, are there situations where, you know, you actually wish you were chosen?
Definitely. I think we all can agree that we all want to feel like we're chosen at some point. Because it makes us feel special. We feel desired. We feel considered by the other person. And let me see if there was a situation I can think of where
That's a tough one.
I know.
No, but even said, like, you know, whilst you're thinking, you know, giving you space to process that, you know, thinking about that, it could even stem from being chosen. Actually, stems from even when we're kids. You know, you're picking who's going to join the sports team, and you're the last person to be chosen. You know, you kind of like feel like,
and the good thing that you actually brought that up, because I was going to say, when you have that desire to be chosen, you have to have that self-love for yourself, because you literally can tell people, that's what I was going to say. You can tell people how to, you know, love you, or how to, you're trying to reflect how you treat them, and you're expecting that back, and you might not get that. And that's like, you know, it could end in premium tears. But what we actually need to look into is, where is this desire to be validated by somebody else coming from? And that's where I'm actually I'll tie that to like, you know, like a childhood thing. Is this more like a childhood, you know, trauma? Or
aside from I think it's human nature as well, though. I think it's human nature, but just like you rightfully said, you have to get to the point where, you know, we care about being chosen, right? But you have to get to the point where you're okay enough.
If you're not.
Okay enough for yourself. You know, if you're not. Yes, it will hurt. Like, let's be real. It's going to hurt. But once you get to that point where you have enough validation for yourself, and that's how you know that, you know, you're growing. Or it's going to hurt. And of course, everybody wants to be chosen first. Nobody can say they don't want to be chosen first. It shows that you're important. It shows that they see you. You know, even though we say we don't really need people to see us, we can see ourselves, but you know, it still feels good. It's a good feeling.
It's good that we're having this conversation, because some people will struggle with that, and they may feel like, oh, I'm being rejected, because like, especially when you have like group of friends, I'm like, okay, why are they? It can be their personality, and you really can't actually, you know, go over how somebody. You still can control how people kind of like, you know, deal, you know, with themselves and everything, but. And this kind of keys into the next thing we have, which is, you know, saying you don't feel like you need anybody's validation. But now we're in like the social media age, social media validation. You put a post, you want to act like you don't really care about how many likes you get or how many views you get. When you go to your phone, you know, you just start with content creation, and then you get like, how many people? Oh, no, 5 people. And then 2 seconds later, you're like, oh, 6. Oh, somebody will follow. You know, so social media validation. If you follow me, I will unfollow you. Seriously, like, it's everything is psychological, and it's really hard, especially in this social media era of ours. So now, like, I've kind of trained. I don't know, we didn't grow up with social media, so even people like us, it's hard breaking into social media. I can't tell you how many Instagram accounts I've had. I've tried and failed and tried and failed and tried and failed, but you know, I keep going. So I've built myself to the point where it's good to have. Obviously, I love it if like 1,000 people like my pictures, but it doesn't affect me the way it used to. Before, I'll be like, oh, nobody liked it, maybe I should just delete it, you know? But now I post it, I'm good with it, and that's it. And that's growth. That's growth, because you're beginning to know yourself. So if I put a work out there, because my social media page is not luxury to me, it is actually a work tool. So if I put something out there, it's like when you're building a brand, you don't expect, you know, everything to boom right away. So for me, I'm playing the long-term goal. If I post something which is work for me and I'm being strategic about, and I get good engagement, I'm good. But I'm not gonna have sleepless nights, you know.
You know what's serious now, because because it's easy to say, but trust me, it's hard. A lot of people are, this is a real problem.
Yes.
A lot of people are actually struggling with it.
Yeah, they are. And I think it boils down to, and I like the fact that we're discussing this because it boils down to, I hope people kind of like take away from this to know that if you're having that kind of problem, which I know, you know what, we're breaking the table. We're all guilty. Let's not start acting holier than thou, here. Because yes, one way or the other, you may have looked at it like, oh, did I post at the wrong time? Did people not see this?
Yeah.
So for me, it's not about, are you liking?
It's
more
right time to
exactly. For me, it's business. So like, okay, am I posting at the time that people are not seeing it? Because I really need them to see this. I need to sell. It's not about maybe what I'm wearing or how I look and everything, even though I want to look pink in my pictures and videos. Everything comes all together, but it's really not about me. It's about, the brand behind it. Now, we're talking about people who maybe they're not doing it for work and it's just, social media and everything. That jungle is hard.
It's a real world.
It's a real world because you're exposing yourself to people's opinion and validation. You see that comment section?
Oh, God.
Have you tried to, I would see something that is so cringy and I really just want to put my thought out there. I type and I delete because guys out there, they're not nice. They're going to come for your father.
You know what?
Come for your mother.
What you just said just made me think of something. And before we go to the break, right? Would you rather have a beautiful private life, no social media footprint, beautiful, lovely private life, or a busy social media life? You're popular and everything, and you have all the likes, all the following. Which would you prefer?
I definitely would say private life.
Oh yeah?
Yes, definitely. I love peace of mind, tranquility. I always said I want to be good at my work, but I don't want to be famous. Yes, like being famous is a lot of pressure. Obviously, as you can see from social media right now, in the comment section is scary.
It's scary.
Yes, so I definitely would say private life.
I think it's just the expectations that come with. So it would be private life if you have everything. If I never have to work for any, of course, private life. You wouldn't even smell me. I'll just be there doing on the G things. But you have to work and it has to be out there. Yes, I would love to kind of like balance it because I can't handle it. It's just a lot. Like I'm on ChatGPT and Claude asking when is the right time to post.
Everybody on ChatGPT and Claude asking
when is the right time to post. And all that. But
balance. I think for me, it's the balance. Yeah, because when in the technological world now, you can't. Beautiful private life is nice, but a bit of social media footprint would be nice as well. I want a balance of both.
It's a hard world out there. Just to post a reel, you're trying to find a song, you're trying to find which one that
I spend a longer time looking for a song than what I actually want to post. Because I feel like the song has to go with the picture and the video. It has to have like the vibe. So it's the song for me. I'm not even joking. I spent the other day, I spent like about 5 hours looking for a song. I don't think I even eventually posted on that day. I was like, okay, I'm
trying to cut down the time that I spend trying to work on my social media. So what I do now is I wake up very early to get all that done because I have to work on like 2 or 3 pages.
Oh no, but
So I try. If I don't get it done in the morning, I'm hooked because work during the day and everything, except maybe after work and everything. So I try to get it out there. So you can imagine waking up like 5 a.m. You do your prayers and you pick up your tablet and you're trying to work. And I'm there trying to decide what song. My husband is still sleeping and I have it saying and I'm checking. And I think what I've done now is I really just don't care anymore. I remember there was a particular post that I spent so much time and I had to question myself like, Ola, are you crazy? On a Monday morning, what the heck?
That's our normal life.
It was like something like pushed my hand and like I'm posting, I don't care whatever. Just get it. I don't care. I don't get paid for the comment, the likes or the reshare or whatever. I'm just trying to sell. But it is the struggle is real. Very, very real. So we're going to go on a quick break now. And when we come back, we will be discussing another interesting topic. Let's break this table together.
All right, see you when we're back.
Together for life, I'ma make it rain. Watch me while I take my aim. Tell me what you gotta say. Let me hear you say it. Hey, put your hands in the air.
Welcome back from our short break. We spoke about so many interesting topics right before we went on break. But Sheena, you're saying something really interesting right before we came back.
Yeah, so earlier we were talking about how looking younger than your age is usually a good thing. But I wanted to give an example of how it can be bad. So it's a quick story. There was one time I was dropping my kids off at the summer camp. So when I registered originally, it was 3 kids. So when I was dropping off, the instructor said, "Oh, I thought your mom said it was 3 kids." And I said, "Yes, it's 3 kids." She's like, "Aren't you one of the kids?" I said, "No, I'm not. I'm the mom."
Oh my God.
So in that situation, I was a little offended. It was not a good. Yeah, so it's not always a good
No,
thing.
that's a good thing. I'll take it.
Well, I'll think it depending on the tone that it comes with, it makes you now reflect like, okay, am I doing something wrong? Do I need to,
Yeah.
But then again, it comes to, how, if you know yourself, it's all on them. I remember when I was in uni and my dad used to come to see me and people used to think he was my boyfriend. I used to love it.
That's nice.
But then I used to be like, "Daddy, can you button that shirt?" But then I got used to it.
Yeah,
I really don't care. If I keep telling you, this is my dad, and you're still giving me the look like, "Yeah, big daddy." It's my dad. So what can we do about that? Well, that's a nice one. Thank you very much for sharing that, because we actually moved past that, but we were discussing that. I'm like, it's really good to share. So we're gonna go into one that is very interesting, and that's friendship jealousy.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wait.
I already found that I don't know what you want to talk about. You don't know what I'll talk about. So
So friendship jealousy, and trust me, is not the way you're looking at it.
how do you know that I'm looking at it?
Yeah, because you're like, yes. I'm like, you want to get the tea, but however you're even looking at it, bring it on. But this is the perspective that I'm coming from, in a good way.
Okay.
I know some people don't like to share their friends, like especially when they have like really good friendship. I go, are you getting close to this person? That kind of thing. But yeah, friendship jealousy in general, it could be coming from a good way, as I did mention, like, you introduce a friend to somebody else and they become like closer to them and you just feel like left out. But I think that's like breaking girl code. How dare you?
On the connect.
Yeah, I need to be there. I don't want to start seeing posts all over the place. Like, what are you guys doing? That's betrayal. Like, heartbreak.
Yeah, they start going out privately and you don't even know about the date.
Because I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah. That's so cheeky. That is so cheeky, because you can introduce people to, people, and they move on and they do stuff, but we're talking about things women they care about and they act like we don't. But I think this one is one of it.
Is that to you?
Yes, I would say yes. Yes, it is.
I think it is. Why are you acting like when you're about?
To me, like, I know what this is. I know it's absolutely true, and I don't even think it's just for women. Although women, we take it up a notch. We always take everything up a notch. And thinking back now, like, you always have like a group of friends, and in between those group of friends, there's always those two that are kind of like closer. Like, I don't even mind that, but then you don't see the one you're close to going somewhere else.
What are you doing?
I know we had, what are you doing? I feel like, okay, maybe I need to start looking for someone else, but
I'll give you an example. I was on Instagram one day, and I know the person I'm talking about will know who she is. She gave me permission to call her out and on something else, but I'm not going to say her name. And she commented on something that was so not familiar to me. It was a different post, and it just popped up on my page. And it was something about, best friends and everything. And she commented there someone else's name. This is how me and my best friend know me. How dare you? You know who you are. You know when you're reading something like my best friend, I was expecting my ad and my ad will come and somebody else's. I'm like, what?
Oh my God. That's so true. I'm totally thinking as well. I have a really good friend here, in our city, and she has a best friend, or they live in different countries now. So anytime, myself and my really good friend now, my best friend here, anytime we go out, the best friend who is my best friend, and she knows that stuff as well. It's our best friend, and I'm not even fighting that. Like, that's your best friend. You guys have been friends for like 20 years, like but you're different countries, so life goes on, right? Anytime we go out, I was like, you and this girl, you and this Abi, tell her I'm coming. When do we do together? What are you guys doing? When do you guys look happy? When do you look happy? Oh my goodness. She was so happy. I don't like it. I'm like, well, I get it.
I can understand.
I get it.
You know what is even very funny about my story? The person she was referring to, I know this person as well.
Yeah.
We all grew up together. I'm like, how dare you? When?
Why did you even put two of us? The two members,
Thank you. Don't do it again next time.
But that's interesting, and it's I guess in life, right, we have so many things we always act like we don't care about, but we truly do care about. So another one is like your career comparisons. You feel like you have this really good colleague, you guys are going on the same trajectory, and then he gets that promotion.
Oh, and she switch up.
And you're like, you want to be happy for her. You have that. Why didn't I get it? How do you undo that? Because it's not like you're not happy for her, but you want it too. And she getting it means you're not going to get it. So you act like it's okay. I don't mind. But you do.
That's really good.
You're going to be happy, right? But these are kind of tricky things that there's so many things in life like you have to act like you don't care about, even though there's no way you can't care about it.
I'm gonna let Sheena go first.
I would say that in that situation, that jealousy could be good because it could be a bit of a motivation for you to push yourself and work harder towards that thing that you want. If that's what you want, work harder towards it. So that's a good push.
I like that.
What if it's just one spot? I'm going to make it tight. I'm not going to make it easy. What if it's just that one spot?
One spot. That's true.
Then it wasn't meant for you.
It wasn't meant for you. You never know if something bigger is coming. And I like that you actually went that way because we're talking about jealousy like it's a bad thing. There is good jealousy. There's good jealousy. And that's why I was kind of squinting initially when you're talking about career comparison that, it's not a bad thing. I tell you what, and I just love the way that I see life. I don't make a lot of friends. But if I call you my friend, you got a sister. In the sense that I will celebrate your wins. I put my situation to this, and I will celebrate your win like it's mine. Because if you're winning, that means somewhere that I'm still struggling.
Yeah.
It's not competition for me. I see somebody I can always run to say, I'm looking at you as my inspiration, as my motivation. I know if I need an advice, I'm trying to work on my resume, I can bring it to you. I want to write an exam, I could talk to you about it and everything, So that's my perspective. Now, on the flip side, there are some people that, because of the way you are built and the way you are relating with them, when you talk about things like this, they take it the wrong way, like, she's bragging. You're doing too much. Why are you telling me all this? Because I can't do it. And that's not, people need to understand that sometimes when people share with you, they are struggling. They need you to be their anchor. And that's why they're telling you, because they want you to be able to, be their confidence to kind of like hold them through that process, because they're probably using like the last gas to go through that process, right?
Just what you said. So I'm on the same light as you, and I've grown. I'm now a grown woman, but I would not say there was not a time in my life where that would have affected me, and I'll be like, oh, I should have gotten that, and I was like many years ago. But now we're all grown. We're at the stage where for me it's inspiration as well.
Yeah.
For me it's like, okay, this person is doing this. How can I get it too? But even with all that, right? So sometimes when we now say comparison, it's something as simple as not comparison in a negative way, but comparison in a, like I said, inspirational way.
Yeah.
You see somebody doing something, and because this person is doing it, it motivates you to do it too. In a way, I'll say you're comparing because you're retrospectively looking into yourself, like I'm not doing this too. This person is doing. Not that you're jealous or you feel bad, but you're like, I should do this too.
So in a positive way, right?
Positive way, right? You see somebody's post on, that inspires you to do something. Even LinkedIn, you see somebody, this person is now always posting at work on LinkedIn. It's something you never used to do, but now you're like, okay, I need to start doing that now because that's what she's doing, right? So, you can look at it in the good light, but we do it. So
in a good light, with all of us relocating, coming to Canada and everything, our career was on a most of people here right now that relocate, they were on a different trajectory, in their career and in their career life and everything. But moving to Canada, it's like everybody started to pivot, to kind of like fit what is expected here, and it's kind of challenging because everybody started like getting certification, trying to get into the niche, and the kind of like places where you could actually develop your career to fit the Canadian workplace and all that. So when you talk about that career comparison, it comes there because you see people doing that, and
you're like, why am I still here? Maybe I need to do this. I need to do that.
So I think it's more of a personal thing if you want to actually take that in a positive and go out of your way. So I would ask question. When I was doing things, I would talk about them. Some people took it like, she's bragging, she's always talking. Guys, I needed help. That's why I was actually talking, because I needed people who would be in the same light, so I can have people to always go to. Some people took it like, you're always talking about that. But I've had somebody who had said to me, why would I know that you were always blabbing about it? In my head, I'm like, wow. I'm saying this because I'm dying here. I needed people to.
We still need to have this conversation after the show.
I'm not hearing anything. I'm not that kind of girl. But I mean, it does happen. Some people, you should be thankful when you have people that say to your face, because you're able to correct the narrative and say, no, I wasn't doing it because of that. This is the reason why I was doing it. And that's when you give people grace, because some people, that's how they see it. But if you're giving that grace to kind of like explain, like, no, I wasn't looking for validation.
I think this kind of like doubles back to the conversation we first had, and about being intentional about the people you have around you. And that's why when you say you wouldn't have that discussion, I'm like, I would have that discussion. When you have people around you that you can have this kind of discussion with, and they wouldn't take it personal. Those are the kind of people that would not judge you and think you are bragging. But if you have people like that who you'd have that conversation with and they take it personal, those are the people that would judge you for bragging. So you need to now start, kind of like weeding off the bad weeds is important.
So do you know how stressful it is for you to be weeding out bad weeds out of friendship in this day and age? Because if you already tried out with somebody and then you get hurt because, first of all, you were not expecting that kind of response. You're gonna have cold feet having that kind of conversation with somebody else again, because you don't want, because you're creating a perspective in somebody's mind, because if they're not seeing and they don't have the emotional intelligence to deduce what you're saying the way you are understanding it
about it.
You are already a villain in their story, because that's how they understand it. They're like, what the heck, this is how I see you, and I don't say nothing. Now you're coming to me that I'm not. Do you get what I mean? So except you have like a trainload of friendship, and you're like, this month I want to check if you are my friend. But for me, it's just emotionally draining. I kind of just build up that wall and everything. But going back to the career comparison, because we're bouncing around, and that's a good one. I just feel we can actually look more on the positive side. And everything that we're talking about are things women don't discuss that they, they don't like and they pretend like they do like. It's this part, we can actually talk more about things, ask questions, not just feeling like, because if you're looking at somebody like they have everything put together, trust me, we don't.
No, we don't. Okay, so now let's go more personal. Let's go more personal into things that we actually do in our day-to-day, and just random personal things. So what is, and I'm going to ask you, Sheena, what is one thing you used to consider like years before, like, oh, this for somebody that is old, and now just so comfortable doing? Like, you're like, okay, I guess I'm old.
I would say personal day, like a simple day where you plan the day. You're gonna go out. You're gonna get iced coffee. You're gonna go thrifting to the thrift store. Or I love Marshalls and Winners, by the way.
I love them too.
Just going down maybe to the river, sitting and just enjoying the view. Just relax and do nothing. Like before, I would think, mostly before you would do nothing. How can you enjoy doing nothing, right? But now it's I really do enjoy that. Just having a me day, relaxing, doing nothing.
How about you, Ola, before I answer?
Okay. I would say just close to what she said. Just having the personal time and having plenty money to spend on myself.
But that's not what. So what do you mean? The same things old people do. Why not look at the situation now? Don't worry,
we're talking about money. Right? I'm not about myself. Take that person again. Mommy and daddy situation that they do that.
No, like something you used to think about that. This is something old people do. But
Okay.
Doing it, and like that's just you. Like that's what you want to do.
My parents were too energetic for me to actually think of anything. They're all over the place there.
It could be something.
But I think it's just, it's just that chilling. Just reading newspaper, not having anybody over, and just chilling and just having, a me time.
Right?
Maybe on a Saturday, that kind of like chilled, we're not working, kind of thing. I'm sorry, I was all about myself thinking, I need to go spend some money.
You see, you know what? Now I know you're that girl in the picture who looks at herself first. That's fine. Okay, so for me, I think it's okay. So for me, it's I like chill time too. But when I was younger, like when I see grown people say, I don't want sugar, or I don't want ice cream, or it's too sweet. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, why wouldn't you like sugar? Why wouldn't you like something sweet or fizzy drinks at all? But now, like, oh no, I don't want fizzy drinks. I don't want sugar. Oh no, that's too sweet. Or you have cake. When we were younger, they'll give you like a piece of cake with like the icing around it, and my mom would want to take the icing off. I'm like, no, it's too sweet. Don't take. I'm like, no, I don't want the sugar, and I'll eat it. And now I'm like taking off the icing, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, mom, no.
Naturally, I'm not even a sweet tooth, so that won't come to me. I'm not.
I used to be a sweet tooth.
If it's too sweet, I can't eat it. So I have something that is actually very close to that. I don't know if it's now that I'm feeling that way, because I think I got to that stage. 2026, 2004, 22 years ago. It was, so I got to that stage early.
Of the sugar?
No, not the sugar. It is my sight. When I was growing up, and my parents wear glasses. I think my older sister was wearing glasses then, and I used to brag about it, like, my sight is so good. I can wear glasses. You guys are like, Methuselah, you're like too old for your, and then you dawned on me. I finished my first degree, and I was out working in somewhere, and that's it. I came back home with glasses. This is so bad. I don't even get to enjoy, work life, being a baby girl without looking, too. Well, if I look like a nerd, a good nerd.
Wait, you're a beautiful nerd. If you look like
so, but that's the thing. That's the only one I would say. Like, I spoke too soon, because I was actually thinking, But yeah, I got into that boat like 22 years ago. So, and I feel old.
I wear glasses. Like everybody wears glasses now. Like and it's even cool. You know, I actually wear glasses. I say I wear my smart looking glasses because when I'm going to work, I mean I'm going for some meetings or presentation. I wear like just to look smart. Like I have 20/20 vision. I actually don't see when I wear glasses.
So I wear them from hers and you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll do anything not to actually have the you know what? We were just talking about that when we were prepping, and I'm like, if you check my pulse, I actually have 2 glasses. If I don't wear this, we're about to have some accidents. But when I'm working, I have to change it to the one that I can use on my screens. You know how stressful that is? Like I'm getting up on my desk at work, and I take a few steps, and I'm like, okay, why is the floor rising to me? Then I have to, like on my desk, I keep, switching. You don't want to be in that boat, So if you have good sight, and you're just wearing glasses,
I'm just wearing it for fashion and to look great.
It's like you're about to be me.
This conversation could go on, and we've been having a really, really lovely one. But right now, we're going to go for a short break, and we'll be right back.
Together for life, I'ma make it rain. Watch me while I take my aim. Tell me what you gotta say. Let me hear you say it. Hey, put your hands in the air.
Welcome back from our short break. Oh my God, we're having such an interesting conversation during the break. I wish I could bring you guys in. It was
behind the scenes.
That'll be too much. So we're entering into another section of our show, which we always do, and it's the quick fire section. Okay, where we're going to be asking our guests some questions, and they'll be answering without thinking about the answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what? Like, just don't think about it. Just answer it, and it all boils down to everything we've been speaking about today. Drink some water. You're gonna need it.
I'm gonna do that too.
Yes, you're gonna need it. And just your reaction to things, right? So somebody unfollows you on social media, somebody you know. What do you do?
We need some tequila.
You're not one.
You said you were ready. What do you do? Honestly.
Somebody unfriends me. I'm someone who's very upfront with confrontation, so I definitely would be calling them like hello, what happened?
Why?
Like, why? Let's talk about this. Even if they feel like whatever the situation is, if it's bad and they want to go their separate ways, that's okay, but I'm very open to hearing why or what the situation was, and I'll be okay with it.
Have you had somebody do that to you before?
Oh yes, definitely.
Did you have the conversation?
I did.
And how did you go?
It went well. I would say.
That's nice.
Yeah,
good.
I was okay with it and just let it go.
Oh.
But I must say, I'm usually on the other side. My
unfriending?
block list is pretty long.
I would say I want to talk about like the way good Ola is going to deal with it, like give grace. But trust me, you catch me at a bad time, you unfollow me, I unfollow you. In the future, when we get to know it was a glitch, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought. But I think we move on. It's okay for people to make choices. If you unfollow me and your behavior matches that, then I know. If you unfollow me and it didn't, I'm like, okay, we could have that conversation.
Have that conversation.
If you're ghosting and you won't follow, I think I got the cue. I don't want to have the heartbreak. I didn't want to have the heartbreak of having the conversation with you if you're...
You just lost your mind to heartbreak.
No, I don't have time. I don't have that. I don't have time at all. Jonas, like, you follow me, I unfollow you.
Without asking?
Aura for aura. That's what I said. But what I said is, if you unfollow and your attitude or matches energy,
that's different.
you already know something shifted and they unfollow. But if you're unfollowed and you're still Gucci, then you're like able to ask that question like, did you know? They're like, oh what? Oh, maybe that my child did this. But if you unfollow me and we're like giving ourselves 10 look. You're rolling your eyes when you see me. I'm hearing things. I think I have all the clue that I need. So yeah, I think I'm just too strict. I need to soften up a bit, but you need to be a hard girl to live in this world of ours. So I'm gonna ask you another one. So, your friend does not like your new post.
Oh, that has happened. It's not a big deal for me because the way I treat my social media profile is that it's like a visual journal for me, and just a way of creating memories. It's like a photo album, and that's the way I see it. I know we spoke earlier about how you can feel when you're looking at your views and your likes and who's liking, who's commenting. But yes, it might be a little bit like, oh my gosh, I only got 8 likes on that one. But overall, it's just like a visual album for me, just for memories, and it's okay.
What do you think?
No, for me, it's not even more about the posts. It's more about the stories. Because and it's just so funny to me. I have this friend, and it doesn't bother me as much. But before, she's always the first person to watch my story. I'm not even joking. Always the first person to watch it. And to God, she has never liked.
Damn.
She has never commented.
Damn.
Sneaky.
Never, and in real life, we're cool. So it's kind of it used to mess with my mind, but now I'm like, and it's even okay if this person is a social media person, or you see other posts, she's commenting, she's liking, and then she's always the first person to watch, even when you're doing something that I'm like, oh, that's nice, or that's cool. It's not like I need it, but the fact that one thing I'm very intentional about is I don't go to see who watched my story because that thing messes me up.
Are you able to see that?
Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah, you can. So but you can see by the pictures, right?
Oh, okay, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, you can see by the pictures. So when I post or I just post something like even one view, she's the one. One view, she's the one. She's always the first. No like, no comment, no this, and I'm like, that gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as much, but I'm trying to understand the logic behind it. It's creepy.
I think that's creepy. I think that's creepy. But then again, when I like to kind of give people grace, but when behavior becomes a pattern, then you want to be careful of the wolves.
In real life, you're good.
You want to be careful of the wolves in sheep clothing. But trust me, yes, the ones that really, really don't. It's not like your enemy giving you a close mark because they need to always have update on you. Do you get what I mean? They always want to have that update on you to know what your next steps are. But deep down, they're not.
So it's like that friend comparison jealousy thing we spoke about. So because sometimes you see that, I did, and then she does that. I'm like, is this even jealousy? What's going on there?
Jealousy, enviness. I want to put those in the same category right now because I want to take a step back on that because social media for different age range is hard. Social media for me is hard work.
It is.
Because the way I enjoy social media is just, you're scrolling through. Sometimes for the story, just in case I fall in that category for anybody, I'm declaring right now. Sometimes I click on my story and I'm doing something else and it's playing. So many times it's
every time.
No, I'm saying that sometimes these are things. I'm talking about what I do. Sometimes I'm cooking. And the story just keeps playing. I'm hearing. Sometimes I don't even know whose story I played. It just keeps going. I was making dinner just last night, and there was a particular sound that played about 100 times because my phone was on the couch and I was in the kitchen to do something else, and I just stayed longer. So if that was playing into someone else, you'd be like, oh yeah, she saw it. But I didn't see it. But if it becomes a pattern, that's when you want to be, careful, because I know I have been intentional about seeing people's posts, and I know I moved past it. Maybe I enjoyed it too much and it got into. I go back and then I sometimes maybe in a hurry there are maybe 7. I like 2. But then again, what we need to actually get used to is
Some people still don't understand how social media.
that's what I wanted to say. That we need to understand that for some people, social media is business.
Yeah.
So if you don't support me or see me every day or buy my product or anything, the least you can do when I post, and I'm declaring, please, when I post, like, share, save, repost, you know, because that's helping for me on the business part and everything. And then again, maybe we should learn to do that as well. But I'm actually just giving you a situation where we need to extend grace to some people that it might just be that, you know, sometimes you get carried away, you're tired, you enjoy it. But once we have it at the back of our mind that this is business, you know, you might want to, so we don't take that into another full-blown and everything.
And you know, this question that makes me just have like one or two answers. But okay, that's so interesting.
Yes.
We just go into it. So
It's okay.
yeah. Next one. Someone we spoke, and you know, like I said, all the questions we're asking kind of keys into everything we've already spoken about. So somebody guesses your age and guesses it by about 6 years off. Older. How do you feel? What do you do?
Then I'm offended.
I'm going to be offended. I don't like younger.
I know we all just said it's okay to get old.
But no, that's actually making, what am I doing wrong?
6 years.
Yes. Then I'm going online. I'm looking for the latest skincare products. What's new?
Yeah.
What do I need to improve? Okay.
What?
Yeah. Do I need to get some hair dye?
I really don't mind when you cut up, when you shave up like 10 years like that, but adding to it, no. But yeah, so this is gonna be a quick one. So, and I think we discussed this already. Oh, and I'm not gonna go into that. That's one question I'm gonna skip. But we'll talk. Yeah, I won't go into that. It's like repeating ourselves.
Yeah.
So, interesting. You're not invited to an event.
That I think I should be at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I would
That's a big
feel
one.
some type of way about that. But then,
She's sure she will feel some type of way.
It's gonna be a roller coaster of emotions. Right?
Yes. But then that opens your mind to think, why was I not invited?
Yeah.
Then maybe I don't stand where I think I do with this particular person.
Yeah.
So it would definitely be an eye opener for
Eye
me.
opener, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I think that's actually ways for you to know where you stand in the eyes of somebody else.
Yeah,
You know, how do you, what esteem do you hold me? How high do you hold me?
Exactly.
You know, sometimes, to be honest, you might not even be able to make the event.
Yes.
But invite me, and you know, I can now tell you the reason why. So even if I knew, probably even if you had invited me, I probably won't make it. But you would feel something like, why did you invite me? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think that's it boils down to how you see people
Being
and you,
chosen.
exactly being chosen, and you feel the way you see them is how they see
They
you.
should,
Do you
they
understand?
should accord you the same respect.
You think that's how they see you.
Okay.
But yeah, that wouldn't work. If that happens to me, yes, it's gonna make me question my my relationship with that. So yeah.
All right. So last question from me. How would you feel if, you know, your good friend or somebody, not even your good friend, anybody, comes into the room, compliments everybody's outfit? Oh, you look nice. Oh, you look great. You look good. And then they skip you.
You're about to get dragged.
And then they skip you.
Yeah.
Like, would it just, that would affect your confidence, or how would that make you feel?
It would. It definitely would. It would let me. I would think about it and question.
But would it affect you visibly?
I think it would. I'm being honest here.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Yes, I think it would affect me, and it's something I would probably bring up to the person later on, because I'm the type of person I like to address situations if I'm feeling insecure or uncomfortable or unsure. I like to bring it up. I've learned my lesson with letting thoughts linger and feelings. It doesn't do you no good at all, and it could stem over into the relationship. And you if you're already feeling that way, you're gonna start acting funny towards that person. So let's put it on the table. Let's discuss.
That's great.
Right?
And that's great. And girls, we could go on and on about this. Oh my goodness, I enjoyed this topic. Because on what she said, I was just about to open another topic, but we're not going to do that.
Yes.
So while we're winding up right now, we're just going to be, throwing in our closing reflection here. So everything we spoke about today, we did mention we're breaking the table. And, the truth is, caring about all these things that we discussed today does not make you insecure, shallow, or a jealous person. We just need to understand that we are all human, and these things do happen. And just because of societal expectation, women act like, I just don't care. But we do. So your takeaway from this could just be that you're having a more open conversation and be true to yourself in things that you feel, or I feel this way, address it. And if you're not able to address it, hearing it from these three lovely ladies is just to let you know you're not on your own. You're not going crazy. It does happen. We all go through this. Right?
Yes, exactly. And just as Ola said, we're all human. You're allowed to feel things. You're allowed to experience things. You're allowed to express them as well. And, sometimes we try to hold it all in and act like we don't care, when in reality you do care, and you're allowed to care. That's what makes you human. It's how do you navigate it? How do you go around it? And we've had that discussion throughout this episode. You've heard all our, perspectives. Choose the one that works for you. But in all, make sure you choose you. Sheena, what do you think about everything we just spoke about?
Well, it was a lovely discussion, I would say. And to the women out there, choose yourself. Don't forget about who you are. Take care of yourself physically and mentally. And a tip for the guys, we still want flowers. We want flowers.
She's speaking like a professional flowers. Yeah, she's advocating for flowers. Yeah. So that's nice.
Yeah, so it's okay to care. Yes, try not to care too much, but caring is good. It shows you're a human. And we can't wait to see you on the next episode. Ola, take us away.
All right, then. Thank you very much for watching this episode with us today. We love to see your engagements on our comment section. Like, share, save, repost, and see you again on our next episode for Together for Life.
See you. Bye.
Together for life.